Oh, yeah. What up, good people? Welcome to another episode of the Strategically Reckless Podcast. I am your host, Jay Brown, aka your favorite foster dad, aka Mr. 710. And we are glad that you are joining us once again. Look at this. This is crazy. Trying to do some new things out here in these streets today. So y'all go ahead and bear with me. Kapaya. But just look at this. Just look at this. Oh, gosh. That's so rough. What up, Pops? What's happening? I'm out here tearing stuff up today. But this got me a little excited, being able to do this on Instagram as well. That's what's up. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in, whether you're tuning in via Spotify or iHeartRadio, whether you listen to Google Podcasts or Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts, we greatly appreciate it. Also, shout out to everybody that's listening via Instagram Live, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, as well as anywhere else you might be watching. Thank you, and thank you. Look, y'all had no idea how excited I am right now to have this thing where I could have my stream going straight to Instagram. I'm in these streets now. Stop playing with it. Stop playing. I got it turned up right now, and I'm not even gonna keep y'all too long today. But look, what we gonna do since last week, like we always do, we also gonna talk about a little bit about Jonathan Majors. We're gonna talk about a whole lot of irresponsibility in one place, as well as Ant Edwards, and we're gonna talk about these scammers as well. These scammers are wild out here in these streets. But we're gonna talk about all of it on tonight's show real quick before we get you on up out of here. But look, listen, when I tell you, since last week, baby girl was sick. She been sick over these last few days, and not the baby, but the 2-year-old. Now here's the deal: when she's sick for real. We know it. She be a little bit toe down. I get it. Uh-oh. Go ahead and fix that a little bit. Yeah, she be a little toe down. But now that she got this thing where she's gotten some attention from coughing, and now this is her thing, she's gonna cough and be coughing away, raw dogging the hell out of coughs. I have no idea why she be raw dogging coughs like that, but it's horrible. She don't care. I feel like only about 30% of her coughs be real, but and she don't even cover. She kind of cover her mouth for those, but the ones that she be trying to make happen, she don't cover her mouth for those at all. Not at all. She do those coughs that you want to do on people when they stand too close to you at the airport. Just, hey, back up. Oh, so you don't think that this is real? Like you give them one of them, they'll back up. right to the face, and see if they still be standing all up on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is wild. But look, so, we try to be real careful because her sister went to daycare today, but her sister has a never-ending stream of snot. Like, she been sick since we picked her up. She done had a stream of snot coming down her nose, or drool, or whatever, since we got them, right? But rarely is the baby ever really sick. But I know she got all the bacteria and all the germs. Look at me, I picked her up from daycare today. Like I said, the 2-year-old stayed home, the 1-year-old went to daycare. I'm driving and I'm trying to have just a little conversation that you can have with a 1-year-old that's that's learning a couple words. Hey, how was your day? Did you have fun today? Yeah. Like those are like the small little conversations that you have. And she was trying to talk back to me, but it was real muffled. Hey, did you have a good day? So what y'all do? All right, you want to say your ABCs? Yeah. Hold on now. Now I'm driving. 2-lane road. But I ain't like how it sound. Munchie G, what's happening? I ain't like what. So I reached in the back seat because I wanted to make sure that she wasn't sucking her thumb and trying to talk to me at the same time because she knew I couldn't see her. And she wasn't sucking her thumb. She had taken one of her shoes off and had one of her shoes in her mouth while she was trying to talk to me. Hey. That's nigga, what's happening? Hey, you gonna die. You can't put your shoes in your mouth like that. Look, she got all the red blood cells and the white blood cells working overtime, trying to make sure that she don't get sick. Like that is so crazy to me. That she can do these things and not be sick as hell. I feel like if you put a shoe too close to my face, I gotta go to the hospital. She just be taking raw shoes just directly to the mouth. And she can walk, so they be on the ground. She immune to germs. I have no idea how she get. So we ain't even worried about her getting those raw dog coughs from her sister. Right to the face. You can put a shoe in your mouth and be cool. I know you can take one of her coughs. That's ridiculous. But also, speaking of these kids, so it was the first baby girl's birthday. Number 3 birthday was on the 14th. Actually, also, happy heavenly birthday to my grandmother, Granny. We love you so much and we miss you. Also, happy birthday to my teammate, Tasha. Shout out to that. You know, she missed some spectacular stuff that happened against us. And then happy birthday to number 3. We took her to Chuck E. Cheese. That's the spot that she's been wanting to go since she's been old enough for us to like really celebrate her birthdays for real. Like that's been her place. Mr. Jason, Miss Ned, can we go to Chuck E. Cheese? My wife was really trying to talk her out of going to Chuck E. Cheese. And the conversation was so funny because she quit. Hey, so is there somewhere else you want to go? No, I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese. Well, we go to Chuck E. Cheese every year. Why don't we go somewhere else? Well, you know what, Miss Ned, where else should we go then, huh? And that got my wife. That got her. Which I was standing by the side. I was standing, by the side, and I'm just like, damn, that was a good ass question right there. That was a really good ass question. Like, so where should we go then? My wife was like, she put it back in her court, like, hey, you know what? Why don't we just go somewhere else that you would want to go? I don't even know what she said that for, because she was like, yo, we could just go to the toy store. We could just buy me toys. We can do that now. we can do that. No, you know what? We can go to Chuck E. Cheese. We can go to Chuck E. Cheese. Let's just do that instead. Little 6-year-old smart. Got my wife's ass. Shame on her for that. And so we get to Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese is hot. We got there about 4 o'clock, which most of the time we go, I want to say the last 3 years that we went, we've gone when they open. Before our cousins get up and bring all their whole families over there. We in there, like when I tell you it's hot, it was a whole lot of breath in there. Like it was a lot of breathing, hard breathing in there. Kids running around all over the place. It was so much irresponsibility in that place that it was weird. Like every kid just running around like they on crack, just and I'm sitting at the table. My wife is sitting on the other side, and this kid runs up, and he's probably less than a foot from me, and he yells to somebody that's on the other side of Chuck E. Cheese, but right in my ear. Hey! I ain't gonna want to say what I wanted to call this boy, but it rhymed with piglet. Hey, hey, y'all boy, you need to get away from me. All that damn yelling. I forgot how, cause we only go once a year. I forgot how loud it was. They got in. Like it's so much stuff that I just don't like about Chuck E. Cheese. But you can't, it's not one of those places that you could just let your kids run wild. Like I had to have a talk with the boy. Hey, the boy, listen. You better not be out of pocket doing nothing. You're gonna sit next to me, and I'm not gonna care. Don't make me do it, because you know I will. He found a game that had like unlimited credits to it, and so he was just playing that the whole time. Even though he went swipe crazy. He went swipe crazy. He was, they give you those little cards. And they just bam, bam, bam. I can't let him just not be checked on for too long. So I'm going to check on him. It's another kid talking to him, and they talking about basketball. But I'm like, where you know him from? I don't know if y'all should be talking. Next thing you know, the girl whose birthday it was is tapping some lady. Beep, beep, beep. Now, it wasn't a lady that came with us. So I'm seeing what's going on. Like I see this lady, and she's following number 3 around the corner. And now I done got up like, oh no, what is this? Now we out here talking to strangers because they in Chuck E. Cheese. Like, oh hell no. Hold on, baby, I'm gonna be back. And so I'm following this situation. Now the lady done kind of let baby girl walk off some, and she getting this machine and one of the little riding things, and I'm like, hey, yeah, it's like concepts. What's happening? What was you talking to this lady for? Oh, I was just I was showing her this machine, this game I wanted to play. First of all, what we're not gonna do is be showing strangers what game you want to play, as if you ain't got 2 adults that drove you over here that got cards that you can play with. You not in that big of a rush. Don't be out here touching those strangers, showing them nothing. The hell? I almost lost it. Don't be touching people. You don't know them. She don't even know you. Kids be so reckless, and it's crazy because it's so many people in there, and you don't know these people, and there's a lot of kids in there, and there's some of them that'll get abducted and get brought right back. Be the change, mama. What's happening? Like, I know we had one that would have got brought right back. I'm never worried about the boy getting abducted, even though he was real weird with the stuff that he did and said from time to time. Hey, chill. Don't talk to this person. They don't know you. Speaking of stuff that's wild and crazy. So Jonathan Majors is all over the internet now, and I feel like he's been all over the internet for like the last 4 or 5 days. And he was the first time I see him on the internet recently. He's running, and like there's a little tussle, and he's running away from his girlfriend or girl that he's supposedly with. He's running, and he's running like hell. You running like hell when you run and you on multiple camera angles with different backgrounds. It's not just a different vantage point. You've been running for a long time, and she running after him like in them scary movies when you trying to run away from Jason or Michael Myers, and you're running like hell and they still back there. And you're like, I know that I'm faster than this. I know I'm faster than Jason. I know that Michael Myers can't catch me if I just keep running. Michael Myers can't catch me with a walk. I'm gonna just keep going. I ain't tripping on. I'm gonna run in the street so I don't fall over no trees. You can't catch me. That's what Jonathan Majors was doing. He was running in the streets. It looked like, and this is what I was gonna say. I'm just speculating because I don't know. I have no idea what happened. So everything that I'm saying as far as Jonathan Majors and this situation goes is purely speculation. It's all alleged. But it looked like it was a tussle. And, it could have been a tussle over a phone. Them phones be causing. Those phones be causing people to do weird stuff. Now, I've been in Korea when you think that the Korean women are real docile. Yeah, until you see one throw a phone on the train tracks. They ain't no docile when it comes to them phones. Oh yeah? Give me your BlackBerry. Throw it on the train tracks. Leah Sweets was good. And so he's running away, and then next thing you know, it is Monday. This dude has been charged with harassment and some more stuff. And I'm like, oh, whoa. Wait a minute. Wasn't he just running? Wasn't he just running away? Maybe, wasn't she just chasing him? I feel like it's the other way around when crimes be committed. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know how all the interracial workings go when it comes to these types of things. But, geez, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, he's been dropped by Marvel because they got him. Whatever she did in court. Miss Diana Savoy, what's going on? Whatever she did or said in court worked. Like, it worked. It worked good. Like, all the way worked. So I was tripping because, I've had dialogue with ladies before, and I was just like, yo, hey, have you ever cried to get out of a ticket? And the lady that I asked that was looking at me like, cry? Why would I do that? And I was like, well, maybe not to get a ticket. I don't know. I've heard that it works. I mean, if you got breasts, I guess breasts work better than tears, but like dudes can't cry and get out of a ticket. Like, I ain't never seen that work. You a black dude and you get pulled over, you start crying, you guilty of something. Like, you already guilty. And so she didn't have a good answer, but she did say that she got out of a whole lot of tickets and stuff like that. And so I'm looking like, yo, what did she say? What was the evidence that took place? Was it on some Lynn Whitfield, thin line between love and hate? Look what you did. You know I love you. I'm sorry. Like, you remember when she pressed that button on Martin when she was laying up in the hospital? Come on, man. She like, look at my neck. You see I got choked, right? I don't know what she said, and I don't know what all happened. What I do know is what I saw. Like, it looked like he was running, and it looked like she was chasing him, unless the tape was ran backwards, and they were both running. They both are running backwards. But now, I guess they're gonna have to recast or just kill off Jonathan Majors' Marvel character, because that's over with. They did that quick too. Like, damn. They got him. They got him quick. You can't. I don't know what you did, buddy. But you got you all hemmed up. And speaking of folks getting hemmed up, Draymond. Come on, Draymond. D. Raymond, as my godfather like to call him. I don't understand what fam got going on. See, I went to high school. I went to high school with this dude who, he was our Draymond. I don't know if Chad's still watching, but he was our Draymond. You probably know who I'm talking about. But Draymond been out here wilding. Now you go and you still on Jordan Poole. All right, that's one thing. Like, we look at Jordan Poole now, and he just looked like, he looked like he been on that Orlando Brown. But then you got Draymond, and Draymond is like, all right, you kick a dude in the balls, you punch at LeBron for trying to step over you. That one I understand. Somebody try to step over you and you flick your hand like, get out, you ain't stepping over me. I understand now. The kick to Steven Adams, no. Stomping on Sabonis, no. Don't get it. Punching your teammate, no, don't get it. Hold on, he had one more. What did he do? He did something this year. What up, Ken? He did something this year. My buddy Kenneth Holloway in the place. What up, buddy? Oh, he choked Rudy. He choked Rudy out, mate. He showed his teeth when he was choking on it. Like, uncalled for. We just adding that to the list of stuff that's uncalled for. And then you turn around and you do a spinning forward punch on Nurkic. Dog, they can't keep letting you get away with this. You got something going on that's far more important than basketball. that for some reason you ain't been able to figure out. Like they let you come back after the choke. They let you come back after the choke. Now, this is what I believe. This is some real old nigga stuff he got going on. He just on some old dude shit where, all right, I can't do what I used to do. My team ain't good as it used to be. I need to figure something out. I'm frustrated. Clay suck now. And if I gotta go choke somebody, if I gotta go punch somebody or stomp somebody out, well, damn it, I'm gonna do that. You know, I just won't play. But I can't quit. I gotta get suspended. I can't show up to work. I can't call in to work no more. Can't call in to work no more. So what you gonna do? They gotta send me home, yo. They gotta send me home. Of course, the NBA is out here like, yo, I hope he gets the help that he needs. I hope he does too, but nothing reverses getting old. And nothing stop getting old. When you get old, you do a lot more hooking, you do a lot more grabbing, you do a lot more elbowing and chicken winging and a whole lot of more slick stuff just to try to get by. Cause you got these young boys that ain't moving when you hit them like you used to. You got these young folks that you can't get past like you used to, so now you gotta flop. There's some stuff you can't get around. When you old, you just old. That's frustrating. You go up and down the court 1 or 2 times and be breathing hard. I'm gonna foul one of them right quick. I gotta catch my breath. Shoot, I don't even know if I feel like playing today. My knees hurt. About to go cuss this rap out. Don't let nobody fall in front of me. I'm gonna stomp them. Like, listen, so when I was 30 and I was playing with the military team, yeah, I had my share of tricks by that age. It was tricks that I wish I had known when I was 20, but I didn't need them because I was fast enough to get past people. When you're 30 and you playing basketball on the military team, and these dudes work out every day because they got PT, and you as a teacher, or me as a teacher, I don't work out every day, so I got to use everything. Draymond out here trying to use everything. The only problem was he was not blessed with a jump shot, exceptional hops, quickness, or any of those things that will slowly deteriorate over the years. He was blessed with, basketball IQ and the willingness to do stuff that other people won't. That's what's been getting him by. He don't mind screening. He don't mind not shooting. He don't mind doing these things. Not saying that he will. He will take some horrible shots. Some of them glory day shots, like, I can do this still. But do y'all remember there was a movie? There was a movie called Mr. 3000. Mr. 3000 had the late, great Bernie Mac in there. And Bernie Mac was trying to get that last. When he retired, he thought he had 3,000 hits, and he walked off. He was kind of a jerk to everybody. They did some stats, ran some numbers, and then he happened to be 2 hits short. Well, to get those last 2 hits, he had to come out of retirement and try to play out that season in order for him to get to 3,000, because he had built his whole brand off of being Mr. 3000. Now, in doing that, this dude, in doing that, Bernie Mac's character he was struggling to get hits. Everything was faster than what he was used to. Get a hit, not far enough. Get a grounder, wasn't fast enough to get there. This is Draymond now. Like, Draymond just ain't fast enough to actually get there. He just ain't quite good enough to do the things that he used to be able to do easy. It's frustrating. Bernie Mac had to do a whole bunch of bullshit in order to get on base, in order to get himself back right. It's a whole bunch of stuff like you just can't do no more. Like, look, people talk about how different things are now than they were then. And Draymond is the only one doing things that took place in the 80s now. And they ain't going for that. Draymond swung around, smacked somebody upside their head back in the 80s. They would have pushed each other. They would have took the ball out. I'm not saying that that's the type of basketball that people want to see now. But that's what took place. Now, he would have got ejected. I feel like he would have got ejected back in the day for the headlock. But fam out, he been out here bogus. Do y'all see any of that basketball from the 80s where folks, Dr. J and Larry Bird and Bill Laimbeer out here fighting and stuff, throwing whole punches? All right, technical foul, take the ball out. Take the ball out. We ain't doing that. Go ahead. You good. Take the ball out, man. Tell your man to go sit on the bench for a little while. Call timeout. It wasn't no going to the replay back then and looking at all these different replays to see who was involved. As long as you didn't get that Kermit Washington punch to Rudy Tomjanovich, everybody was okay. Until the Malice in the Palace, and then none of that stuff was okay. And we don't want you leaving the bench. They was trying to make all them folks dress up. Like, it was bad. It was bad. And Draymond, we just don't live in that world no more where you could do that. They let you get away with the punch on your teammate. Obviously, nobody liked Jordan Poole. Like, I feel like this is where we stand on that. Like, nobody liked Jordan Poole. Because nobody ran up and grabbed Draymond and was like, hey. That didn't happen. The Rudy suspension wasn't enough. Anytime you show your teeth when you choking somebody, you going for it. You going for it. Hey, speaking of going for it, like I'm telling you, NBA drama is crazy in these streets this week. Anthony Edwards did not learn his lesson from old Zion Williamson. Zion, I guess, Edwards is a guard for Minnesota Timberwolves, former #1 pick. This dude out here getting put on all kind of front street by this lady that he done got pregnant. He proposed to his girl like four days ago. And then his jump off was like, hold on now. Let me get these text messages out here. Let me screenshot these text messages about you asking me to go to the baby hitman. Yeah, she said in the text messages. And I hate that screenshot is so prevalent now. Screenshot is like, this is my evidence. However you do it. However it is you screenshot, This is my evidence. Oh, I don't like how this is going. Screenshot. Let me put them on blast. Screenshot. And yeah, there are certain things. There are certain conversations that if you know it's going to be bogus, it cannot be via text. Can't be via text. You feel like it's about to make you look bad, that conversation need to be had face to face. I ain't not on no phone because you can be recorded. Not on FaceTime and none of that other nonsense. No, it's gonna be bogus. But Anthony Edwards, I don't even think he's 25 yet. He can go buy a car outright. Can't go rent one yet. based on their rules. Well, it needing to be 25. But it looked bad though. It looked bad because he out there and he's like, listen, I don't want no kid. Probably a conversation that needed to happen before they laid down. I get it. You weren't thinking about that with all that amusement park sitting in front of him. There's a lot of amusement parks sitting in front of him where, hey, he couldn't get off that ride fast enough. And now he's having to send text messages to some nice young lady. I'm going to say she's nice. About, I don't want this baby. And I'm going to send you the money. And when you get the money, you know what to do. But to send me the money, I'm going to send you the money is almost like a, hey, I don't think I want to talk to you again. After I know that this is done. Come on, bro. Come on, old ant. You should know. Like the Zion thing wasn't a secret. Like it was out there. Old girl was loud with it. That is the blueprint. That's the blueprint now. To be loud with it. So you can't think that you about to do anything and be slick with it. They gonna get your ass. Ain't no being slick with it. This is not the time to think that you can have you a little jump off behind the scenes, that you out here raw dogging and then you get her pregnant and you think she gonna be quiet. Not if you number one pick in the NBA. Stop playing. Stop playing. That's crazy. She done screenshotted everything. Everything. Now, if she ain't gonna be able to get that paper up out of you, she definitely gonna blow up that relationship. She definitely gonna blow up that relationship. She called you by your whole first name in a text message. She gonna blow up. What up, E? She definitely gonna blow up she gonna blow something up. You either gonna have to pay for her to be quiet. You have to pay for this procedure. But dog, I swear y'all got to be more careful. I say that as a 43-year-old talking to somebody that might be 23. So I get it. I get it. You 23 with a bunch of millions, you feel like you ain't gonna get caught up. Your pull-out game tough, huh? You didn't get off that ride early enough, kid. That's tough. That's tough because they just went through this. I swear that this needs. I'm almost willing to bet, and I think that there is, that they have an NBA rookie symposium, and I know that they have these conversations with the rookies every year. I know that they do. So it's not a surprise that it should be a surprise when you hear about another NBA player getting caught up in this fashion. You would think, because I know that they have these talks about the ladies that have the ability to get to where you are, to find out what club you gonna be at, what hotel you gonna be at, what bus you on, what room you in. They know. They know. And there are NBA players, former NBA players that know, like, hey, this is how they get down. This is the get down. You need to be aware. If they don't have this in place, they are doing these young men a severe disservice. A severe disservice if this is not in the NBA rookie symposium, that they have a whole block set out to keep these dudes from falling into this trap. You do not want, hey, number 1 draft pick Zion Williamson gets caught up with, OnlyFans, porn star, or whoever. And then number 1 pick Anthony Edwards gets caught with Instagram model Jordan or whatever her name is. Come on, man. I be being funny when I be talking about the risk it alls. Come on, man. We got to do better. We got to do better. Hey, you know what? One last NBA story before I get out of here. This was real sports heavy, but I feel like it wasn't actually about the game itself. But y'all remember Glenn Big Baby Davis? Apparently, him and a whole bunch of other basketball players that I was real fond of back in the day, like Sebastian Telfair and Darius Miles, these boys about to get locked up for defrauding, like, the NBA healthcare, saying that once you've been in the league for a certain period of time, you do get access to healthcare. And I guess they were running some scheme on the healthcare side of the game, saying that they had doctor's appointments and trying to get payments for it. And I guess the scam had got all the way up to $4 million. I know it's hard out here for some of these basketball players that still trying to make it happen, whether you playing in the big three or you got your own podcast or you're doing all these other things. Like, I get it. It can be hard out here in these streets. But it got to be another way. Like, hey, you shouldn't allow your hustle to get up to $4 million. You got to stop it early. But apparently it was like somewhere between 17 and over 20 NBA players that was involved in this. And they talking about jail time for these guys. Did they ever lock up, what up, Tina? Did they ever lock up Brett Favre for all of that fraudulent welfare scamming that he was doing? Or did we just be like, he wear Wranglers. Don't worry about it. It's okay because he wear Wranglers. And he's white. But like, I feel like he got the welfare. He got the Mississippi welfare community for a lot. I feel like he got it for a little piece of change that might be comparable. He did it. He's taking from the welfare people. Hold on, I'm about to look this up real quick, see if I can find it, because this is. I know what they said, like he might not have been. Hold on, let's find this out real quick, because this is ridiculous. Because you know what, I initially I thought about leaving him out of it, but then I was like, nah, let's not leave him out of it, even though it's not apples to apples. Oh, he was not even criminally charged, and he said he didn't know. That's what they said as far as CBS Sports was reporting, that Brett Favre did not know that the money that he was getting he did not know that the money that he was getting is from the welfare. But they talking about $77 million in public funds. Damn. But he wasn't charged. He wasn't charged, but these guys are. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. These boys, I don't know what they got going on. They probably need to do it better. They probably need to do another NBA symposium about money. But like you said, hell no, they didn't. Yeah, I know he wasn't locked up. But yeah, he wear Wranglers, so you know they gonna move their feet real slow on getting this figured out. That's a damn shame. Hey, I want to look. It's two ladies that was in the chat room right now. I want to give them a shout out because they bowled their asses off last Thursday, and they beat me and my brother by themselves. I'm not gonna acknowledge anything that those dudes did, but the ladies bowled their asses off. Shout out to y'all for that. But yeah, man, it's so crazy. But look, good people. Hey, I don't know if y'all have done any Christmas shopping or put up y'all decorations. I feel like if you ain't put up no decorations now, you probably not. And as it stands right now, my house doesn't have any decorations up at all. The girls are 1 and 2. The folks done brought gifts over. Ain't no tree to put them up under. I'm thinking about putting up a tree, but they don't know. They don't know. I don't want to be lying to them talking about Santa Claus brought y'all these gifts. No. He just put her tree up just a little bit ago. She put her tree up at 7:00 p.m. 7:37, she just finished putting the tree up. Just in time. It ain't like they can decorate it. And I don't want them playing up under the tree like they 1 and 2. They gonna be looking up under the tree. That, you know, the youngest one to try to open some stuff. She'll be done open some stuff. Like she don't care about nothing. The 2-year-old will be trying to tell her to open it. I don't care if you tell them not to. They gonna be like, let me see what's under here. Let me just take a look. Cause it's gonna be all right. They're not looking. But they don't know nothing about Christmas. We almost didn't even celebrate their birthdays. We did, but it was like, hey, we should combine y'all birthdays because they're a week apart, and we not having 2 whole birthdays for y'all. Like, that's crazy. Y'all about to share. Hey, my mom's made a tree that hung from the ceiling back in the 70s. That was the only tree that I had known up until probably in the 90s at some point in time. Like, she made a tree that hung from the ceiling for real. That's crazy. But look, good people. Hey, I'm not doing a show next week. I'm gonna let everybody enjoy their Christmas, enjoy their family. I know it's a tough time for a lot of people. If it's a tough time for you and your family, man, you know, there are folks out here that love you and that, you know, we just want everybody to have a good, safe Christmas, yo. A few of y'all I'm gonna see before then. But man, you know what? Let me see. How many days until Christmas? I don't know. Any last minute gifts from the 710 print shop probably would need to be ordered by tomorrow at the latest. But send me a message first. Send me a message first to see if I got it in stock. That's the only way that you'll be able to get it before Christmas. But look, good people, go ahead and check out the website. The website is www.the710printshop.com. That's www.the710printshop.com. Your sweater, your hoodie is on the way. It will be here before Christmas. I like it. It is clean. It is pretty. Until next time, good people, y'all stay safe out in the streets. And I'm out. Yeah. Boy, I got that whole background and everything on Instagram. That's crazy.